Right, good morning folks, I'm back. I'm glad you like the bins. I have to say, we do have to dip them a little bit and we put some mossy bits on. When I put it in place, I'll see what I'm going to do with it. Go the bins. Oh, the other bin needs sorting, so I'll do that one now. Which is, I need to put in some bits and pieces, you know, like wood and trashy bits. So, I have strips of wood here that I can colour and just glue in basically. So what I'm going to do is just to glue them in first, and when I've glued them in, that is when I will cut them. So I'm just going to just cut trashy bits like this, and then I will glue them, cut them down later. A couple of big bits like that, and then I'm just going to trim some of these down. The different size pieces, and like you say, you don't have to have them perfect or anything like that. If you think they're a little bit too big, just cut them down. Like that. Just looks like trash. I think that will do for them. And I'm going to get a little bit of tissue as well. Screw that up. Poke that down there. Like that. See, trash bin. So, to colour that, I'm going to go back to the patina. Now, you do have to be careful with this, it's pretty strong stuff. And I'm just going to colour them like that. Now, where's my water? Because I also like to water it down as well. Great bins, aren't they? Saves you a lot of money. Right, so that's those. Now, right, the next thing is I do want to put in like a corrugated roof, but I also want to put in like a window. So I'm going to take a piece of card and I'm going to use this card. Let me just cut this end of the piece off. That's probably big enough for what I need. It's not a big garage, but I do have to square it off properly, so let's have a look. Now I'm going to do, let me just see, that's a straight edge. So we're going to do 10 centimetres. That's 5 in the middle, and that's 10 there. Okay. Yeah. So I need at least 10 centimetres this side, don't I? Yeah. And I'm just roughly gauging that using my marker here. I'll use it here, this one. This one, which is, if I do that, then that's my, and then that one is not quite there, and that one is there. Okay, just use my board, that's all, to square it off. And then take that end off as well. And like I said, this does not have to be perfect. None of it has to be perfect. You're going to grubber it. Grubbery? You're going to grub it all up to make it look grubby. That's what I was going to say. So all I need to do now is to, I think I'm going to have 4 large windows. And the frames are going to be like that. And I'm not measuring anything. I don't need to. But you can if you want to. I would do these at 1 centimetre each. Yeah, like that. Now let's just see what the centre is. Oh, do your centimetres fee. 8.5, so 4 1/4 is the centre, which is there where I've marked it. So we need to go either side of that. Turn that around. And then this one is 6.5, so it's 3 1/4. So we need to go either side of that. All I need to then cut out are these 4 squares. So I'm cutting that, 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 and that out. Now, I'm doing it freehand because it's easier for me to see. So I'm just going to start there and dig in the corner. And then turn it round and dig in that corner. Okay? And do that to all the corners. So I'm going to do it like this first. You're separating the corner. I'll do all of them like this first. Turn the whole thing round and do that again. And there you go, I've got my window. Well, the frame. So keep hold of them, because you don't know when they'll come in handy. And next thing, we just need some plastic. Now I keep this because it comes from containers and things like that. You know that when it's big enough, see, that's perfect. Yeah, just perfect. So that's just going to fit. That's, it's a little bit long. I'm just going to trim that. Let me just see. Yeah, that's going to do perfect. Now the thing is, I want this broken here. I have to mark that out. I'm going to break that there. I think we'll take that corner out like that. I know. You're saying, what? Yeah. I'm just going to take that out. Snip that across there. I just want it to look like it's broken, that's all. So I'm just going to take that out if I can. Now, see? Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm going to put this on with wood glue. I'm not bothered about colouring it yet, so we're going to do that after. So I need my little pot for water. I need my black paints. Like that. I've shown you in video one which colours I'm, what paint and which colours I'm using. Okay. I've just added a little bit of water to the brush. Don't worry if you go over onto the plastic. That's not a problem. That way you can't see the lines. Don't matter about that bit of glue because it's, you know, supposed to be grubby. A great way this is of actually making something look grubby, because you don't have to worry if you make a mistake or if there's bits and pieces missing or showing on it. It all adds to the character. Now, spin that around. I'm going to get my heat gun out, but I need to be careful because I don't want to melt the plastic. That's supposed to be the window, isn't it? So I'm not fussing about the edges here because they're going to be covered. And I love that little look at the broken glass, the broken window. So we've got a broken window in this corner. Well, it's going to be the top there. Yeah, okay, so that's good. So I'm just going to leave that there for now. Now I need a little bit of blue. So I've got my blue. Again, I'm using Winsor & Newton. Normally for me, Winsor & Newton are my favourite paints. And Rowney and Dowler. Dowler and Rowney? Forget which way around it is. Let me have a look. These are mainly the two, Dowler and Rowney. The main two that I use. To be honest. So you're just going to wash the brush. Leave it pretty damp. Oh, sorry, and I'm using the Colbert Blue. And just go over this with that. It immediately ages it because I've got a dark blue that they used back then. Don't worry if it gets on the windows, not fussed. Okay. Now at the same time I'm also going to use some of the yellow again, and this one is just Dale and Rowney again, and this is the medium yellow. You only need a bit. So it's squirted out the tub. So I'm just going to dot bits here and there. I hate it when it does that. Yeah, I'll just do that. Now, what I'm going to do is to do the inside of the windows like that. Yes. Doing the inside of the windows like that. I'm going to colour that in. Just get a bit more yellow. And you're going, what the blazes is that woman doing? Watch, you'll see. While it's wet, take a bit of tissue. Right. And then what you do is you dab that. So it's got the blue and the yellow on. See? Like that. You've got a little bit of the yellow in with the blue on the framing. And then you just kind of like do that over the glass itself. And look, let me just see if I can show you on a piece of card. Piece of card, let me get a piece. So it's better on white card. I'll show you on that, look. See? It's just looks grubby and looks right for what it is. Paintwork peeling. You know, you can go in with your with this, and I can add a couple of scratch marks, like it's really fractured and broken from there. And you should be able to see that. Maybe on this piece it's white. See the scratch marks in it, and that should be fine. I'm not bothered about this being white in there. It looks like they've had 2 or 3 different coats on of paint. So that is the window. So that's done now. And the next video, I'm just going to put that in there because that's the window. We need to do the corrugated. I put that spare bit of wall in. Corrugated roof. So I'm going to put a corrugated roof on this one. Okay, just move that out of the way. And that one. Okay, so we've got this. So I'm just going to make the corrugated roof. And it's just a little bit of, I think we won't need it any more than that. We think. Now move that away. You don't waste them. We always. Now my corrugated roof's going to be the wrong way. Well, it would be, but it's not. So I'm just going to do it this way. We're going to cut sheets of corrugated card. Like that. And then hopefully we can peel one section off. Like that. I may need more than one, because that's the garage, and the doors are quite big, don't forget. I'm going to do a couple more. That's as much as we need. These can be a little bit bigger, they don't have to be the same. What's that? Now, when you've got something like that, don't fuss, because you can always make it look like it's the mossy section of the roof. Okay, so we don't worry about things like that at all. So let's have a look. Okie dokie. I'll take off the worst. But anything that's left, leave it. Not an issue, not a problem. Okay. So, here's my corrugated roof. We're going to start with that bit on that end. Then it's like that. Then it's like that. And then like that. So that, I think that's big enough for my garage. that's like that. And that's going to be underneath it. Yeah. Now, the thing is about the garage, it's only going to look like it's a big garage. It's going to be fitted further back to the wall. So I'm happy with that. That's going to be okay. So now I need to add that to a strip. And I'm going to add it to a strip of chipboard. Which, that's big enough. So I just need to cut this. Let me just cut a piece off. Okay. So I just need to attach the first piece, and I'm just going to go across there like that. I'm going to bring it in a bit so that you can't actually see this section here. Flip that over. And just pop that on there like that. See, that's slotted underneath. So that was good, that's fine. I'm happy with that. And then the bigger piece there can slot in. I'm going to put this tatty one in, I think, next. And then this bit is going to house that end like that. Now at the moment, that is just going to hold that. But I need another piece. And we're just going to use one of those bits of window that I cut out. Because I'm going to need to hold it at some point. So I can move it about like that. So I can flip it and move it. Okay, the back side of it. Now we're going to keep that on. This will be coming off. So I do need to, I don't actually need to paint the underneath, but hey ho. We're going to paint all of this black. Just damp my brush. And I'm just going to start painting. Sorry, I hope you're seeing this. And I need to roll this a little bit, so I'm going to have to use some tweezers, I think. Not those, mate. Yeah, I'm just going to have to get some of these tweezers, because what I need to do is to snip some of the areas of the corrugated steel. See, like that. Let's take some of that out, and then we're going to roll this a bit. I'm going to roll that side actually. See, I'm just going to roll this. Like it's just about had it. might be better that it's a bit, you know, let's bend it a little bit. Like it's knackered and worn. Yeah. That's better. And that's going to look great when it's done. So, what I need to do with that, I'm just going to wash my brush, sorry. While that's wet, I'm going to use the same brush. And I have some of the silver again, which I could use that, couldn't I? Yeah, I can use this, I think. See if this is wet enough from yesterday. Like a dry wash. Just to make it look a bit more. Just dab it on my brush and just so you can have this any colour, because if you're buying it and using it on your property, then you want to colour it whatever colour you want to colour it, don't you? So we're just making it look like metal that's been painted black. And we don't need it all the same. So you want some lighter than others. In areas. See, like that. And that will then become our roof. So we are going to leave that to dry, and I may need to come back and put some more on, I'm not sure. But hey, that's it till tomorrow. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.